It's the issue that's enthralled the global consciousness and becomes central to the policy of many of the developed world's governments.
Manufacturing.
That's right, manufacturing. More specifically, the perceived decline of the manufacturing industries in developed countries such as Australia, Britain, and America. According to a recent poll conducted by The Age, over 80% of Australians feel our declining manufacturing industry is hurtful to our nation.
Manufacturing jobs are gone in this country. You can't build a car, can't build a truck, you can't cope with the cheap labour coming out of Asia and China.
Manufacturing in Australia, it's done. I think the future is services, financial services, legal services. Anything else, we're just shipping to China.
Charles Russell, Managing Director of steel cement pipe manufacturer Pipelining and Coating, says that currently the Australian manufacturing sector is not competitive with other players in the global market.
People in the general structural industry, structural fabrication industry, are doing it tough to compete against that sort of service. It's available on very short notice. There's an abundance of steel available over there. They've got no shortage of workforce or capability. I mean, Australia has got some very serious issues with being competitive and being able to support industry in those manufacturing fields.
But is it really all doom and gloom for Australian manufacturing? The statistics say no. PMI, or Performance of Manufacturing Index, measures the total performance of a nation's manufacturing industry. As of April 2017, Australia's PMI had reached a 15-year high of 59.8. Tim Gibson, Director at the Advanced Manufacturing Growth Centre, says that public sentiment about the manufacturing industry is not reflective of its current performance.
The perception around manufacturing, how negative it is in the press, really doesn't tell the full story about what's happening outside that car assembly industry.
Our manufacturing industry is no longer being driven by Holden and Toyota. It's now advanced manufacturing that's doing the heavy lifting, with manufacturers in Australia as likely to produce nano-electronics as they are pipes.
The way that we look at manufacturing along a value chain is that manufacturing now is more than just the production phase. It's early on, so it's that R&D piece, but it's also post-production and services and that value add that we can create beyond that production line. And that's, for us, is the future of manufacturing, and it's very exciting.
But what does that mean for traditional manufacturers like pipelining and coating? It's nothing but positive, as once old-fashioned producers are now adopting the new principles of advanced manufacturing to great results.
Technology really has the opportunity of taking some industries into quarters that I don't know. In our field, I think we can use it for developmental situations where we can actually produce something without going into the cost of setting up all the tooling that's required to do it.
For companies new and old, it's Advanced Manufacturing Fair. Joshua Kindle, reporting for On The Job.